Well, hello, my Sagittarius friends. Hope you are doing well, getting ready for the new year, maybe getting a little rest. I have noticed, I know you can let me know in the comments if you noticed it too, but there seems to be a push on people being negative. Um, and I'm not for that. I just feel like I need to just, stay in my bubble of positivity. Like right here, I always will feel the need to, push a positive agenda, specifically on social media because of that. But, I just am like, I got to stay all the way away from that. That's right. Steer clear of negativity. Okay, so Sagittarius. This is your spiritual reading, and we're going to look at 2023 and 2024, right? How you were supported in 2023, how you're being supported in 2024. Who is supporting you, Sagittarius? And I think that you might find that a little interesting, to be quite honest with you, right? And what your blessing that you may have forgotten about, how you were blessed, and I think that in the at the end, we might do a little bit on a repeating lesson, just so, you know, we want to specifically be ready for this new year and showing up in this new year in the highest vibration possible, right? And it's so interesting because with Venus just going into Sagittarius, people should be feeling more optimistic. But what I have noticed about specifically in terms of the internet is people, I wish that people were more focused on building bridges instead of tearing everything down. I don't know. Is it me? Let me know. So, Sagittarius, so what's underneath it all is come to the edge, which is very much risk taking. Um, And I feel like these are self realizations that may be coming up from your self conscious, the Two of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Uh, I feel like there was a lot in terms of, working on things and people working together. The Three of Pentacles seem to be an energy that just keeps showing up, you know, all throughout my readings for months for Sagittarius. And that is very much about working together for others and getting acknowledgement for the things you do. And it just really feels like you're feeling the whole energy of not seeing people for who they truly were. Like they weren't really working together. Okay, you may have wanted that energy, and there seems to be this energy of perhaps placing too much value on people that didn't see yours. And so, I mean, I feel like you're coming to see that now, and you're going to be leaving that. But, one thing in particular about us is that we do tend to hold on to people. All I ever see, in the stereotypical description of Sagittarius is that we're quick to cut things off, quick to cut people off. And I have to say, I don't really agree with that. I think we mirror behavior, but I also feel like our loyalty is so strong that like we will stay loyal to things and people much longer than we should. Just saying. Just saying. So how you were supported in 2023 is interesting because all that glitters, which means things aren't always as they seem, right? And so I feel this energy of like, especially if you were waiting for things to change or went through hardship of losing people or losing money or whatever it is. It could be financial hardship, trouble with jobs. I feel like you were really influenced. There were negative outside influences specifically, and it was really affecting your mindset. Okay, so that's kind of like not being able to see the end of the tunnel because, maybe you were just surrounded by too much negativity. And you're moving past that. There's an end to that, and there's definitely an improvement in your mindset. You know, um, maybe some things weren't as good as you thought they were, but you're ending that cycle with the world. There's a fresh start to see things differently and to still have hope. With the Five of Pentacles, which is something people don't really talk about too much, is that even when things are bad, there's still hope, right? There's still hope. And I feel like that is how you were supported, because things became much clearer to you. You were able to see what wasn't as good as you thought it was, right? And I kind of feel like you may want to really check as we're cycling out 2023, if there are negative people around you, that don't move in this energy of things can always get better or what is possible. Because it feels like in 2023, you may have really let the losses affect you. But I'm telling you what, we can't do that, y'all. We cannot. We were meant to be optimistic and positive. And what's supporting you in 2024, and you're kind of taking a little bit of this energy from 2023 in terms of, yeah, maybe things weren't that great, right? But there was a light that at some point you started to see, because, regeneration is here. That is rising from the ashes. But I think I shared one. I don't know if I shared this meme that said, Sagittarius isn't the phoenix, we are the fire. Something like that. But, you're rising out of challenges, rising out of disappointment. What's done is done. It happened. I'm over it. I'm over it because I want, you're definitely feeling the energy of infinity for 2024, in which you get rewarded. You're actually getting rewarded for things that you lost, for things that you disappointed you. So that's a big kind of switcheroo there. So in terms of the people that are supporting you, I found this very interesting because the Ten of Swords is here. And I feel like this may be one person in particular that you had some challenges with, because Thinker and Chop Wood is here. But what you need to know about this person is that they think everything out. They think everything out. This is a very detail-oriented person who maybe spends a lot of time in their head, but they think very much about details. And the way that they're supporting you is that they're showing you how to take things that seemingly were bad and painful and turn them into something better. They may also be an idea person. So in terms of, if you thought something was over, if you thought something wasn't working out, they're showing you how to make it work. Like, wowza. Wowza. I don't know who that person is. That often reminds me of the Hermit energy. So it may actually be someone with strong Virgo, because Virgo is very much about the everyday details, the things we should be doing every day. And we definitely need a person in our life like that. Specifically Sagittarius does, because we're big picture people, but you're needing to focus on right now. And so I feel like that's a great energy, and that's a great person for you. Do you have them in your life already? I don't know. I don't know. It's possible, or it's possible that this person will be showing up for you, and they're helping you with details. They're helping you to see how something can work. And so, They take you from a very, what's interesting about this person is that Sagittarius operates from a place of light, a place of, I don't know, extreme light, right? And positivity and optimism. This person does not. I'm not saying they're not optimistic or positive, but what I'm saying is this person operates from a place of darkness. Meaning this is kind of their specialty. Like they can take something seemingly so bad and turn it around. So this person actually works with dark energy in a way. And that dark energy doesn't always mean, bad. But this person knows how to transmute. This person knows how to make something work from a place of pain and darkness. Like, wow, who is this person? Who is this person? And so they're able to free you from that dark energy. Like, wow. Sag, I don't even know where all that came from. And it's so funny because, we're seeing infinity twice here. And they've been in your readings like every day. So I think this is going to be a really important year for you, Sagittarius. I really do. Because it may be a year, and I'm not saying that people from the past come back, but it's kind of like things you worked on are circling back to you. No beginning, no end, Sag. Wow. So a blessing you may have forgotten about, Sag, is you. Sagittarius. The loyalty that Sagittarius brings to the table is unfreaking matched. Okay? Unmatched, Sag. Now, you may be overly in your head about how you've given to people who haven't given back. Right? 6 of Pentacles, 3 Cups reversed. But the truth is that you always receive a blessing. So even when you give to people who maybe are not very grateful for it, Sagittarius, the thing that is so much a blessing about you is your loyalty, is how long you're loyal, right? It's kind of like you may not even deal with these people who didn't support you, Sag. You may not even deal with them anymore. But that doesn't mean that loyalty is something you can always count on with Sagittarius. It just is. It doesn't mean because I pulled myself back from you or left you or whatever, I stopped being loyal to that time. It doesn't mean that. What it means, though, is like your ability to give to people, even though they show up for you in that way, is so amazing. You are a grounded source in people's life, believe it or not. And so, and at the same time, can manage to do things for yourself. But even the Queen of Pentacles is loyal. Like loyal to the end. And where you might feel like that's not a blessing, Sag, it's a freaking blessing. Because people can count on you. People can count on you, and that is the most beautiful thing. Now, even if they're not supporting you, even if they, disrespected you or whatever, and you don't have anything to do with these people anymore, your loyalty is never forgotten. And people know they can depend on you. Of course, now it seems like that's more focused on yourself. You're being more loyal to yourself at this point. Okay, but it's something that's so unforgettable about Sagittarius. And granted, do all Sagittarians show up that way? Well, not their whole lives, maybe. We evolve, right? We evolve. And the truth is that things are going to be starting to work out for you. And so, so long as you flow through this I'm open to things working out. I'm open to this working out, and I'm open to the fact that I don't control when it works out. Serendipity. Yeah, the fates. I will give it to God. I will give it to the universe. But I know that these things I desire will work out. And I will be open to receiving signs of that. Love it. Sagittarius. You are a magical creature. Definitely, definitely. And so we're going to take a short look at any repeating lessons you might want to work on. Well, you only have 2 days now. But I digress. So let's take a look and see if there are any repeating lessons you want to pay attention to, Sagittarius. Because this will help you. Any repeating lessons for Sagittarius? Any repeating lessons for Sagittarius? Repeating lessons. Bear with me, Sagittarius. Ooh. Temperance is on the bottom. And Page of Swords. Which is really telling you to be patient for answers. Okay. So what is a repeating lesson Sagittarius might need to pay attention to? Repeating lessons. Repeating lessons for Sagittarius. It was like this, repeating lessons. Oh boy. Repeating lessons. That very much feels very heart-head too. Repeating lessons for Sagittarius. Jeez, Sag. Interesting. Repeating lessons for Sagittarius. I feel like this is, you have all the power. One more card for this repeating lesson. Oh boy. It's a lot here about stability, Sagittarius. A lot. And a lot about taking your time. With the Ace of Cups sideways, I don't know, the sideways cards or something. It kind of is talking about being stuck in healing cycles, right? So, you know, the Ace of Cups is here sideways, which means, you know, that's that limbo point is I'm kind of open, I'm not really open. You know, it's kind of being caught in between, you know, and it also is playing to that energy of not completely trusting your emotions will lead you to a stable place, right? And so you really need to open your heart to the fact that your judgment's okay here, Sag. Your judgment's okay. and you feel that way because you've been doing a lot of work on yourself, because you're moving into the Empress energy, right? And it's it's really telling you that, to be impulsive just enough. Okay? Because you might actually be judging yourself in that way, right? At some point you have to take a chance, Sagittarius. You can't, you want things to be stable, and you're only halfway there to actually opening your heart to new things. And that kind of says to me that you don't all the way trust your heart. And you're afraid to make impulsive decisions because of all the healing you've done. And you're in a really good place. You've been working really hard to get yourself unstuck. And now it's time to really trust that you can make good decisions. And this comes from, perhaps you didn't make good decisions in the past. Perhaps you jumped, right? You jumped. And it also can be talking about, people who come in for new beginnings that make a lot of promises and then wind up leaving you disappointed. You may need to make a final judgment on that and maybe not be so open to giving people more chances. King of Wands is here with the King of Cups. Oh boy. And the Ace of Wands. And this is going to be necessary for you, because there are two people in your energy. Again, King of Wands, King of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, so this is why this is coming up. It's because there are two people in your energy, which means there's two people thinking about you. There may be two people making a move towards you. They are both kings. So, and it's not that there's a bad energy here. It's just about what's right for you. It's kind of telling you you can't make a bad decision if you do what is right for you and in tune with everything you've learned. I do kind of feel this energy of being afraid to take a risk. Jesus. Oh my gosh, look at all these people. There's a King of Wands, a King of Cups who want your attention, right? But then there's an Emperor who wants it all. And they probably messed up in the past. Yeah, they left you to waiting, made promises they didn't keep, always looking for something else. So that's just a side note. But, jeez. And I see people all the time who say, well, I never go anywhere. You don't really have to for people to be thinking about you. You could have been at the store and caught somebody's eye. And that's the point I'm trying to make here. If anything, it can reflect that, oh, well, there's a Leo. It can reflect that, one person is just having feelings for you and one person is actually taking action. Or it could be like, I like to look at the King of Wands and the King of Cups. It could be passion versus emotional resonance. So, and the Emperor is all of those things. But I feel like this Emperor wants it all with you, but they're stressed out because they did that. They just kept leaving you on hold to check out other options. And so, you're definitely being called to be the King of Pentacles, and no, there's no rush towards any decision, but it is necessary for you to trust yourself, and you need to start trusting your heart, Sag. Okay. And I get it. You don't want to be careless. You don't want to jump when you should have just walked. You know what I mean? I get that, Sag. 7 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Wow. Because you don't know. I mean, like, and if this happens to you, you honestly don't know which way to go. Because here's 3 people. Here's the 7 of Swords. I don't know. I don't know who I can trust. But the details will be provided for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, they will be. And you will know. You will know what your best option is. And that best option might be, I'm not choosing nobody. I'm staying by myself. But it kind of looks like the Emperor, especially for those in a divine connection, is going to be putting in some serious work somehow. Because they're trying to turn things around. They're just not sure you're going to accept them. Well, I didn't ask for love, but there it is, Sag. There it is. So let's get some final words for you, Sagittarius. Final words for Sagittarius. What are your final words for Sagittarius? Time to go. Final words for Sagittarius. Give some more thought about where you want to go. Where do you want to go, Sag? You know? And maybe even don't be so focused on the future. Spend some time to think about the details that are on the table right now. Loyal hearts on the bottom. With go the distance and community. Okay, so you will be connecting with people who are showing up for you. Okay, Sagittarius, I could go on and on, but that's what I have for you. Toodles.